Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is the final practice session for tomorrow morning's Indianapolis 250. It's Indy 250 Carb Day for the Haas Indy Car Series, and we have ourselves the 33 drivers who will be starting in tomorrow's great race. I shouldn't say great, big race, say big race. And it's the final practice session, 15 minutes around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for all 33 competitors. These guys have already qualified. Jesse Turner is going to be starting on the pole position for tomorrow's race. And we'll just see how these guys do in this final 15-minute practice session. Matt Tuck is going to be the first driver out. Matt Tuck got a decent starting position, I do believe. He is going to be starting 11th for tomorrow's race, so a pretty good starting position for him. Here is the number 19 of Adam Lewis. He's going to be starting one position ahead of Matt Tuck. He's going to be starting in the 10th position tomorrow. And there's Jesse Turner, the pole sitter for tomorrow's Indianapolis 250 in the number 15. So basically, this is the final warm-up before Saturday morning's big race. And these guys definitely want to make sure their cars are tuned up properly, because it's going to be a long one tomorrow morning. 100 laps around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 250 miles. And it's going to be a great race tomorrow morning here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There's Eli Bright, there's Noah Cars, and there is Trey Bartow. I'm trying to find and see if any of our championship contenders, especially Matt Dalio and Jonathan Rains, are out on the racetrack yet. There is Matt Dalio in the number 33 coming out onto the racetrack. And he is going to be coming into tomorrow morning's race, the points leader by 14 points ahead of Jonathan Rains. So if Matt Dalio wins tomorrow, he will win the championship no matter what. But not necessarily if he finishes second. It's a 20-point difference between first and second place for tomorrow's Indianapolis 250 in the points. And if Matt Dalio finishes second and Jonathan Rains wins, Rains will win the championship. So it's all going to come down to how they finish tomorrow, to who wins the championship in the Haas IndyCar Series. There is the defending winner of the Indianapolis 250, Aaron Walpole, in the number 5. And how about this? The pole sitter is right now the fastest guy on the racetrack, Jesse Turner, who is in championship eligibility. He has a chance at the championship. It's a slim one. He's 68 points behind Matt Dalio in the points, but he's got a chance at winning the Haas IndyCar Series championship. So it's going to be interesting. We have 11 guys who have a chance at winning the championship. I'll go through the points right now. Matt Dalio is the points leader, 358 points. 14 points behind is Jonathan Rains in the number 17. We'll try to locate Jonathan Rains here on the racetrack. And there he is in the number 17. Right now the fastest guy is the number 19 of Adam Lewis. And you see that the times are much faster than they were in the first practice session. In qualifying, the track is shaded and the track is cooler. And that is why Adam Lewis is almost, he's pretty close to being under 40 seconds right now. But anyway, Jonathan Rains, 14 points behind coming into tomorrow's Indianapolis 250. Zachary Fitzwater only 42 points behind. Luke Rainey 48 points behind. Cameron Garlington is 56 points behind. The defending champion still with a chance at winning this season's championship. Eric Larvin Alonso, 61 points behind. Jesse Turner, Audra Baranowskis. They start on the front row tomorrow, by the way, the two Ray Hall, Letterman, Lanigan race cars. And I'm going to watch for those guys especially, because they both are tied in the points standings after qualifying, both with a chance at winning the championship. Al Agassi and Christian Master, 86 points behind each, and by the slimmest chances, Davey Johnson, 88 points behind, could possibly win the championship tomorrow. After coming so close last year, and we got guys under 40 seconds. That is how fast the racetrack is right now because of the shade. And the number 19 of Adam Lewis, an Indy 250 only driver, definitely looking fast here today in Carb Day. Under 40 seconds here in this practice session, a 39.975. John Arndt as well, also under 40 seconds. The number 68 right there of Eric Almenhart is third, and Daniel McMillan is fourth. These four guys right here are the four fastest guys on the racetrack right now. Very good times by these drivers here in Carb Day, and getting a good run here, getting that car very fast is definitely what you'll want for tomorrow. And that is the whole reason of this session here today at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Whoopsie. What I did there. Hit the control button and now I can't get anywhere. Hold on just a second. Okay, not entirely sure what happened there, but I ended up accidentally hitting the control button for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, the faster you are here in this session means most likely the faster you're going to be tomorrow. Of course, we're going to be racing in a big pack tomorrow. All 33 drivers in a pack. Of course, in these practice sessions, we've had them run in maybe 4, 5, 6 car packs. Tomorrow, it's going to be a 33 car pack, and that is definitely going to get very interesting for the race tomorrow. We might see some crashes. It's going to be hectic, but it's also going to be very entertaining. And these guys, because it's going to be such a long race, I want to make sure these guys have the practice in so they know what they are getting themselves into for tomorrow's event. And like I said, here's Larvin Alonso. He has a chance at the championship, 61 points behind coming into the Indianapolis 250. Of course, for somebody who is that far behind in the points to win the championship, they would pretty much have to win the race as well. So it's 100 points for the win, 80 points for second, 70 points for third, and getting 70 points, the most you can gain on the points leader is 60 if you finish in third place if you're here, Larvin Alonso. So for Matt Delio, if like he finished in a deep position from 25th on back, he'd get 10 points towards the championship. All of the positions from 25th on down to the rest of the field is worth 10 points. So if Delio finished back in there, he'd get 10 points no matter what. The least amount of points you can get tomorrow is 10 points. So if Alonso finished third, he could not win the championship because he would need to gain 61 points in order to tie with Matt Delio. Still wouldn't win the tiebreaker because Delio has won 3 times this season. But still, a lot of these guys back in there who have a slim chance of winning the championship would have to either win or finish second. So it's going to be pretty simple tomorrow when we're talking about the championship. It's mainly going to be between Delio and Reigns. Fitzwater and Rainey, they got a pretty decent chance as well. But for those other guys, they're going to pretty much have to win the race if they want to win the championship, which is possible. Got 33 guys out here. Somebody's going to win it, and it could very well be one of those guys back in there trying to get the championship from 80-some points behind, or 60-some points behind. There is the number 6, Paul Minnick. There's Christian Master, who won the Indianapolis 200 when this race was a 200-mile race back in 2015. In that race, we had a huge crash. It knocked out most of the field, and the race was pretty much down to 3 drivers. Zachary Fitzwater, I believe, was one of those guys, along with Christian Master, and I think Lewis Stevens was the other driver in a little bit of a 3-car pack, I think, throughout most of that race. Fitzwater is in this race as well. He came close to winning the Indianapolis 200 in 2015, and he's got a good chance of winning the championship this year in the number 18 as well. He won at Riverside earlier this season. And here he is in the number 18. Currently, let's see where he is. I can't find him. Oh, wow, he's 5th right now. So he's pretty fast right now in the number 18. So that's definitely a good sign for Zachary Fitzwater, who finished, I believe, 2nd here in 2015. There is the defending champion of the series, Cameron Garlington. Going to check in on Jonathan Reigns and Matt Delio in their times. And it doesn't appear that either of those guys are fast right now, but they might just be keeping it calm for now because they have already qualified. Just need a few laps in to make sure they're good to go. And then that's it. Matt Delio, 31st fastest right now. Number 17 of Jonathan Reigns is 19th fastest. But this is not a qualifying session. This is simply just a practice session. This does not have any effect on the championship at all. And it's basically just so these guys can get some practice in for tomorrow. It's Carb Day. And coming up in about a half an hour, I do believe, we're going to have the Freedom 50 for the CSX Indy Light Series. So, that's going to be an interesting race there to cap off that series over there. Some of these guys in this practice session, like Paul Minnick, Cody Smart is actually in championship contention over there in the CSX Indy Light Series. They're in contention, or Yeah, they're going to be in today's Freedom 50 race. So is Max Anderson, Eric Almenhart. Now, Daniel McMillan, he is the only driver in an Indy 250 only ride that does not drive in the Indy Lights Series. But that's okay for him because he's trying to get a good run here in this number 39. That number 39, I believe it finished in second place last year for the Indianapolis 250, so it's a pretty good ride. Number 11 there, John Arndt. There's number 19 of Adam Lewis. He's going to be in the Freedom 50 later today. Same with Isaac Nichols in the 26. The 41 of Julius Anderson is going to be in the Freedom 50 as well. With Eli Bright coming back out into the racetrack. So Matt Dallio here in this pack, so he's back out there getting some laps in that number 33. He's behind Stuart Gratton right now. There's number 20 of Al Lagasse. Lagasse has a very slim chance of the championship. He would have to win tomorrow's race if he were to have any chance at all at winning the championship. That goes for quite a few guys. Lagasse, Master, and Davey Johnson all have to win. Alonzo, Turner, and Baranowskis all have to win or finish second to have any chance of winning the championship. Garlington has to finish in first, second, or third if he's going to have any chance of winning the championship. So a lot of these guys, they're going to have to finish well up front in tomorrow's race if they're going to have any chance at the championship. But for this guy, he's coming into the race the points leader. If he wins, he's the champion. Simple as that. But Jonathan Rains, he's starting kind of deep in the field for tomorrow's race. Rains is going to be starting in the 29th position, while Matt Dallio is going to be starting 7th. So Dallio is going to have an advantage early on now. Could mix up because we're going to have pack racing, and we had a big crash. I believe that's John Arndt in the number 11 who was in the fence. And I believe it might have been Alonzo he was involved with in the number 27. A tough break for those guys. Of course, they're going to retain their positions, their starting positions for tomorrow, but you hate to see a crash in a practice session before the race. Not sure if that was Alonzo or not. It could have been somebody else. But you see the smoke there entering turn number 2. And that did not look pretty from our view of that incident. I'm pretty sure that was John R. Here's Matt Daly coming down the pit lane. He probably saw that. I was like, you know what? That's it for me for the day. Let me just start 7th in tomorrow's race and just defend my championship. Or actually, he's not the one defending the championship. It's actually Cameron Garlington, but trying to defend his points lead is what Matt Daly is going to be trying to do tomorrow in the Indianapolis 250. And there is Cameron Garlington, the defending champion of the series. He is 6th fastest right now. And still, we got these Indy 250 only drivers. 3 of them in the top 4 right now. The number 19 of Adam Lewis is the fastest. But then you got John Arndt is 2nd. And Eric Almenhart is 3rd fastest. Daniel McMillan 4th fastest. So those guys, Indy 250 only drivers with the exception of John Arndt, definitely looking very fast here today. And that means they'll be very fast for tomorrow as well. Jonathan Rains is going to come back out into the racetrack one more time. He's starting deep in the field tomorrow. He wants to get as much practice as he possibly can because he knows that that championship is on the line yet again. Every single time a car is coming out into the racetrack and a pack is coming, it's Audra Baranowskis that almost hits the car. It's like the 3rd time that's happened all week. But she is going to be starting on the outside pole outside her teammate Jessie Turner for tomorrow's race. And she won the pole for this race last year, so she is definitely very fast in qualifying. We'll see if that translates over into tomorrow's race. Cameron Garlington was a strong driver last year in the Indianapolis 250. Of course, he was a strong driver all season last season. He won the road course race, so Garlington, he's got a lot of momentum coming into this Indianapolis 250 right now. And that number 77 could possibly win the championship for a 2nd straight season. We saw Matt Dallio do that in the Hers Elimination Series earlier this year. And we'll see if Cameron Garlington, in fact, takes it away from Matt Dallio. And Matt Dallio, he's going for his 4th ever championship here on NAPFan. He's got a great shot at doing so. Of course, he's the points leader. I believe the number 33 back out to the racetrack once again, driving around Davey Johnson. And that number 33 was Davey Johnson's ride last year. Johnson with a very slim chance at winning the championship. He has to win the race tomorrow if he's going to have any chance. He would have to win the race and have Matt Dallio fall outside of the top 25. Bit of a stretch there, but it's possible. Just going to have to see. Anyways, Carb Day about to end here. Well, the day's not about to end. We still got the Freedom 50. But the final practice session for the Indianapolis 250 is about complete here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And Adam Lewis in the number 19 is going to be the fastest. See a lot of these guys coming down the pit lane now, trying to locate the number 19 on the racetrack. I do believe he is right behind Garrett Sonor right now. And, Adam Lewis, an Indy 250 only driver, is going to be fastest here in the final practice session for the Indianapolis 250, and the big race is going to be tomorrow right here at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a very entertaining and thrilling race. And a little bit of taste of what we saw today. Might see Adam Lewis, John Art, and that 68 and that 39 all running up front because they got really fast times here today in the final practice session. There's Nicholas Samedeo, and there is John Art, who did have that incident, but got a new race car and back out there onto the racetrack. The good thing about this is that it's completely fictional. Nobody gets injured, unlike poor old Sebastian Bourdais. Definitely thinking about him, and definitely would love to see him back into a race car very soon. Kind of hated he was doing so good over the course of last week. That Dale Coyne racing machine could have very well won the Indianapolis 500 with Sebastian Bourdais. I'm not saying James Davison isn't going to have a chance at it, but Sebastian Bourdais, definitely a great driver, and definitely thinking about him, definitely praying for him, and I definitely hope he returns to the racetrack soon. But anyways, here in our little fictional world, Adam Lewis is the fastest in the final practice session for the Indianapolis 250. And the big race is tomorrow, and 100 laps around this Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Indianapolis 250. And these 33 drivers will be racing in tomorrow's race, and it's going to be good. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I am going to enjoy recording it. I know that much. It's going to take me a long time to record it. I'm putting a lot of work into this whole thing, and I really hope you guys appreciate it, and enjoy it, because, you know, that's what I want you guys to do, because I put a lot of time and effort into these things, and have you guys like the videos and all that. It's definitely much appreciated, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow morning and the Indianapolis 250, because it's going to be a great race. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. Coming up in about a half an hour, we got ourselves the Freedom 50 for the CSX Indy Lights Series, and yeah, it's the finale race in the CSX Indy Lights Series as well, and we're going to crown a champion over there. Martin Kay, the points leader right now in that series, but Cody Smart trying to take the points lead away from him in the final race of the season. It's a double points race for the Freedom 50 as well for the CSX Indy Lights Series, so it's going to be crazy. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Adam Lewis, the fastest driver here in the final practice session. And tomorrow morning, it's the Indianapolis 250 from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, right here on Napa Fan. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.